1. Riding without proper gear. Many beginners hit the road with just a helmet, or worse, without any gear at all. Maybe it's hot out, maybe they just got the bike and can't afford a full set of gear yet. Or maybe they think, I'm just going around the block. But here's the harsh truth. Even a low-speed fall can leave you with injuries that take months to heal. Without proper gloves, jackets, pants, and boots, your skin becomes your only protection. And asphalt acts like a cheese grater at just 30 miles per hour. Beyond crashes, gear also protects you from road debris, sunburn, and bugs hitting you at high speeds. A full-face helmet can save your jaw and skull. A jacket with armor absorbs impact in a fall. Gloves protect your hands, which are almost always the first thing you instinctively use to break a fall. Motorcycle boots protect your ankles and prevent crush injuries. Yes, quality gear costs money, but hospital bills cost more. And there are budget-friendly gear brands that still offer solid protection. Remember, dress for the slide, not for the ride. Have you ever noticed how you end up riding exactly toward the thing you're trying to avoid? That's target fixation. You see a pothole and you lock eyes on it. And boom, your bike goes right over it. It's not magic, it's your brain. Your hands subconsciously steer in the direction you're looking, especially under stress. This habit is incredibly common among new riders, and it's dangerous. To beat it, you have to retrain your instincts. Instead of staring at the obstacle, look where you want to go. Your eyes should always lead your movement. This is especially important in turns. Many riders go wide in corners because they stare at the curb or guardrail instead of the road ahead. Practice looking through the corner, not down at it. Even in traffic, scan ahead for gaps and exit paths, not just the bumper in front of you. Fixation kills focus. Vision leads decisions. And your motorcycle goes where your eyes go. Use that to your advantage. 3. Improper. Use of the rear brake. New riders often misunderstand how to use the rear brake. Some barely touch it, while others stomp it like a car's brake pedal. Both extremes are wrong. On motorcycles, your front brake provides most of your stopping power, usually around 70%. But the rear brake is still important. It stabilizes the bike, especially during low-speed maneuvers or while riding downhill. Overusing the rear brake at speed can lock up the rear wheel and cause a dangerous skid. Underusing it means you're missing out on smoother, more controlled braking. The key is balance. Practice using both brakes with progressive pressure. In a parking lot, try sudden stops from 20 to 30 miles per hour, gradually increasing your braking force until you find the sweet spot. Get a feel for how your bike reacts. In emergencies, using both brakes correctly can be the difference between stopping in time and not. Don't underestimate the rear. It's part of the team. 4. Failure to understand countersteering. This one confuses a lot of beginners. To turn right at speed, you push the right handlebar forward. That's countersteering, and it's how motorcycles actually turn once you're going faster than about 15 kilometers per hour, or 10 miles per hour. It feels unnatural at first because it's the opposite of what you'd expect, but it's physics. When you push on the right handlebar, the bike leans right and turns right. Push left to go left. Many beginners try to steer by just leaning their body, or worse, turning the handlebars like a bicycle at low speed. That doesn't work at high speed and can lead to wide turns, loss of control, or even crossing into oncoming traffic. The best way to learn countersteering is to practice in a wide-open parking lot. Try weaving between cones or markers at about 20 to 30 miles per hour and deliberately push the bars to turn. Once it clicks, your turning ability and confidence will explode. Mastering countersteering is the key to cornering safely and smoothly at speed. 5. Poor throttle control. Throttle control separates smooth riders from sketchy ones. Many new riders either twist the throttle too aggressively or chop it off mid-turn. Both are dangerous. Abrupt throttle inputs, especially during a lean, can cause the rear wheel to slip or make the bike lurch unpredictably. Smooth throttle keeps the bike balanced and stable. A good rule of thumb is to roll on the throttle, especially when exiting a corner. That gradual increase in power helps the bike stand up naturally and gives you forward momentum. Sudden on-off-on movements can unsettle the suspension, confuse the bike's electronics, and even lead to a high-side crash. Practice riding at steady speeds, then gently increase or decrease your throttle input. Learn how your bike responds in different gears and speeds. Think of the throttle as a volume knob, not a light switch. Smooth equals safe. 6th, bad clutch habits. The clutch isn't just for starting and stopping. It's your best friend at slow speeds and tight turns. Many beginners treat it like an on-off switch. They dump it at lights, stall the engine, or coast for long stretches with the clutch pulled in. These habits don't just make you look like a rookie, they reduce your control over the bike and wear out your clutch plates faster. The key is mastering the friction zone, that narrow range where the clutch starts to engage. Use it to control your speed without relying too much on throttle or brake. At slow speeds, a little throttle plus a feathered clutch gives you smooth, precise movement. This is critical in parking lots, U-turns, or traffic jams. Practice doing slow speed figure eights or balancing the bike at a walking pace. Clutch finesse equals total control. Riding a motorcycle is one of the most rewarding things you can do, but only if you respect the learning curve. Breaking these bad habits early will make you a more skilled, confident, and safer rider for life. If you learned something today, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment below. Which habit are you working on breaking this year? Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.